tell you to fuck off. So this next topic is Omega. I'm typing it in as we do this. Omega versus Okada 6-star match. This one. So we've all seen this at this point. Is that correct?
Oh yeah. That was something else.
Big time.
I just want to. I want to start with the guy who doesn't watch wrestling to tell me what he thinks. Mr. McFalls, I want to hear what you think about that match.
I couldn't believe how much abuse both those guys took. It actually makes me think, looking back on like all those years I watched WWE and that, I can't recall a match I've even in the pay-per-views where I actually could feel the blows these guys are taking. And I'm watching these things. I go back and like watch these, like redo these clips. I'm like, oh my, that would just be incredibly painful. I can't believe how much abuse they both took. I mean, I might get the names wrong, but I think Okada got a drop kick to the back of the head.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Like
he got it in the back of the head.
I'd be in concussion, and I'd be in the hospital for 3.5 weeks. Like, how can anyone survive? Like, can take a kick in the back of the head, and let alone go wrestle for another 40 minutes? I was very impressed. Like that was entertaining.
He took some hits. Okada especially. I mean, you saw that the top rope dragon suplex, where he basically landed on the back of his head.
Oh yeah, that's when I went back and I scrolled back. I'm like maybe like 2 inches, little back, he would have had a broken neck. Yes.
Or he probably did, and he just carried on wrestling. Yeah, that was yeah. So that's your reaction initially, is these guys are getting fucked up.
That, and also too, I thought the broadcast was really well done.
Okay.
There was no mentions of, oh, Okada slept with Omega's girlfriend, and that's why they hate each other. There was like they built it up. They hyped it up as in just. I guess I don't understand how Japanese wrestling works, but I'm guessing the winner of this match is kind of be like the flagship bearer of the brand.
Yeah.
I was looking to. So basically the cover boy.
Like that's a big thing. That's
huge.
You had no context leading up to it. You have no idea what's happening. But through the match itself, you were able to be told a story. You were able to understand something. That doesn't happen in WWE.
That's what I said. Like, I don't need these made up backstories of why these two guys don't get along very well. Like, okay, they both wanted to win. There was a legitimate reason, not just a belt, but a legitimate reason to actually come out on top. And the last third of the match, their blows they were landing on each other were a lot heavier than they were at the beginning. Like, I don't know if that's something that happens more in WWE or not, but it seemed like it got to the point where they actually wanted to take each other out.
Yeah.
Like they wanted.
Kayfabe is not dead.
But it was great. It was edge of your seat the entire time, especially that last 20 minutes or so. It was just
for sure.
It was entertaining. I liked it a lot.
I'm just gonna contextualize something you just said there. You mentioned you wondered if like WWE has similar kind of style. It doesn't at all. Like Japanese style, they call it. I think it's Puroresu or something like that. It's a much stiffer style of wrestling. So they basically, when they do stuff, they do it. There's also like elements of what they call strong style as well. So those hits you mentioned, like the drop kicks and stuff, they actually connect. They're not pulling it or anything. There's no kind of half stepping on that shit. They're following right through on the things that they do. So yeah, that's why it looks so effective, is because I mean, I'm sure they don't. I mean, you saw some of those Omega like knees to the head that he was doing. Like, they sounded very effective. I'm pretty sure he wasn't properly like smashing him in the head because he would be dead by now if that was the case. But like it was followed through to the point that it was sold, as they say. It was a sold kind of move. So it's it helps the match, doesn't it? I mean, evidently, because you're someone that doesn't watch wrestling, you've deciphered from this match that this is much more kind of intense and violent than WWE would.
It ramped up, exactly. It was building up to that climax. I don't know if that was, part of how it was just how they were going, or if it was just kind of the intensity started building up towards the end because it was going on for so long, and it was for a match. I haven't watched a match in a full match in a long time. That one was thoroughly entertaining. Like that's one that you can make a fan out of someone out of.
And I think they will. I think this will kind of, I mean, NJPW has kind of been on the periphery for a lot of people for a long time, but I think that match will probably kind of launch them into a new kind of stratosphere. Maybe even like a second tier to WWE at this point, because there's not an awful lot of competition in that spot at this point, is there?
This is that match blew away Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Easily. Blew it out of the park. Like, it doesn't even compare. It's the only 6-star match that's been rated by the Pro Wrestling, who is it? The Observer, which is regarded within the industry as 6 stars within the past 15 years. That's crazy. You look at the level of talent that the WWE has now. They have the best guys. Like, they have arguably the best talent in the world of anyone. And they can't produce this sort of content with, 10 times as much time. That one match was like an hour long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you look at Raw, which is 3 hours, and you're pulling your fucking hair out trying to find some, justify to yourself why you're watching it.
Yeah.
But you can easily watch the New Japan stuff. Not all of it. It's not all that great, but that match, it reminded me of when I thought wrestling was a sport. Like a legitimate sport. And that's it's a nice feeling to just enjoy what you're watching instead of having to have this filter before your eyes reminding you that, this is all just like a show.
Yeah.
I forgot I wasn't watching a fight.
Yeah. And that is part of it, I think, is that, a WWE style, once you've seen that match, it's hard to quantify why it's watchable. It's hard to think about what is the selling point of a WWE standard regular ass match compared to the kind of things. Because not just that match, but the rest of the card for Wrestle Kingdom, they were decent matches. Most of them were good, if not great, at most points. There was a lot of matches that I enjoyed from that. And by comparison, when you watch a WWE pay-per-view, it's so soft. There's nothing that really happens that surprises people, that's something that I've struggled with as a wrestling fan in the past few years, is that I can't watch an event or a match or anything without being able to just predict what the fuck's going to happen. Normally you just know what's going to happen. So what's the point? Why would I watch a TV show if I knew what the fuck was going to happen at the end? I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, we do it. I know. We're sick. We're addicted. We have this sickness. We need to be cured. But that's one thing as well. The WWE style, the WWE fans. It's a whole it's not even the same genre. It doesn't feel like it. They worked a headlock for 3 minutes at the start of that match. If that happened in the WWE, the whole, everyone would walk out and be like, oh, fuck this. I can't believe I paid for this. Somebody,
I want to see Alicia Fox fucking fight over Cedric fucking Alexander for 10 minutes. What's this wrestling shit? I came for entertainment.
entertainment. No one likes wrestling. We're here for the entertainment factor.
Yeah. It definitely puts things in perspective in a way. Like, I've never felt so bad to be a fan of the WWE as I had after I watched that. It was kind of like being with a really abusive spouse and then spending the night with like this really nice person who's like super like hot, works out and shit, like,
Super.
and is super funny to hang
Has a
around
nice
with.
mustache.
Yeah. And then you got to go back home to this abusive dick who doesn't look after himself and shits the bed.
And
Like,
he never sells.
Yeah, it's tough, man. And the thing is,
yeah.
you're right. You're right when you say that the WWE, they have the best roster. It, like, now more than ever, they have the best talent, and it's kind of like a guy who buys a piece of art just to hang it in like a fucking room underground somewhere that no one can see it. You know, like it's just a waste. It's pointless that they've done that.
It's exactly like that. And they just signed Chris Hero, who might be my favorite. Unfortunate, he's a WWE, and he's just gonna be. Look at everyone who's there now and what they have done with them. They haven't done anything. Why would you go there? I don't know.
I don't know.
Everyone who's capable of doing something there has been like forced into 2-minute time slots on the show, and then they overexpose some jackass who likes to, he fists the crowd.
He fists the crowd.
He's always fisting. He can't talk. He needs somebody to carry him through a match, so he can't stand on his own. Women think he's good looking, but if that's the case, why don't you just open a division where you have some asshole stand in front of a camera and, like, that's porn. Fist. Go fist somebody on a video.
Put it on the network.
Let us have wrestling. Yeah. Put those family filter settings on there.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns fucks China or something. I don't know. Roman Reigns fucks a corpse.
He fists corpse. Yeah. Katie Vick versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah. A threesome of the Shield. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just keep it off my television. I just want to watch wrestling. Is it so hard to ask?
You wouldn't think so, but apparently it is.
It is hard because they give you a poll and then you vote and they still they do the opposite. I don't know who's running this fucking show. Who is it? Like, who's in charge right now?
That's the funny thing, right? Is that the WWE has such a kind of tunnel vision about the things they do, and it's so. I mean, any other company that was so anti-consumer would just lose everything. They wouldn't exist right now. Like, if Coca-Cola was like, oh, we're going to push this new product that's called Piss Coke, and it's just going to taste like urine, and what we're going to do is to make sure that you drink this Piss Coke is we're going to make sure none of the other Cokes exist. Like, we're going to keep pushing this Piss Coke until that's what you drink. Like, that's basically Roman Reigns. He's Piss Coke. Everything else, all this other regular Coke and Cherry Coke and shit can go fuck itself because, they want us to drink Piss Coke. Like, if a company did that, they would fail. A company that does that would fucking fail. But the WWE, they don't listen. We're telling them we don't want Piss Coke. We're telling them we like fucking classic. We like vanilla. We like cherry. But they're like, nah, fuck it. We know what's best. We're going to give you Piss Coke. That's just what they're going with. And I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Like,
it's frustrating, man. It's so frustrating.
It is. We're doing the work for them by telling them these are the people we like. These are the people we don't like. Fucking do something. And they're like, nah.
That's free money. It's free money that they're not capitalizing on.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes.
It's like you've got so many people. You can sell so much merchandise for these people. Just put them on TV. Give them a microphone. Free money. We don't. Nah. I think Vince McMahon has a crush on Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I think he does. Yeah. Or I bet they got wasted one night when he was telling Roman his grand plans for him. You know, and they got a little bit too much to drink. They started getting close, you know, snuggling up. And then Vince says, Roman, you want to come over and watch some Netflix? Yeah. He comes over. And what happened is Vince fucked him in the ass. And Roman filmed it. And now, the only reason Roman Reigns is on TV is so Vince McMahon doesn't get a divorce. Because if Linda sees that tape of getting fucked, or him fucking Roman, she's going to be like, why you never fuck me like that, Vince? Divorce.
He just fisted me right.
Lose half.
That's it.
And then it's not going to be an angle. She's going to take SmackDown, and he's going to be stuck with, like, Piss Coke Raw.
The piss coke of the piss coke, yeah. Diluted piss coke. That's yeah. The funny thing is that as this is another thing I picked up on when I was watching that, again, narrative within the match and not outside of it. They said that Okada was this guy that people had been criticizing as being pushed by The Office. Like, basically a Roman Reigns figure almost. Which is so fucking hilarious to me because this guy is actually good. He can actually wrestle. He actually sold, like, an entire fucking match of him just getting annihilated, like, with all these crazy moves. And the guy has fucking personality as well. Like, if that's their Roman Reigns, then fucking sign me up. You know, if they want to push that on me, I'm fine with that. Do it.
Piss Coke Okada.
I'll take your version of Piss Coke.
Piss sushi.
Yeah.
Piss sake. I like that. I like Roman Reigns should come out like he does. Like when he comes out, he should come out showering money on people. He was making it rain.
He was the rainmaker, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's fucking
the
great.
Rainmaker, that's it.
Yeah.
And isn't that some shit? A fucking clothesline. A lariato is a guy's finisher.
And it gets fucking over. It gets over big time.
Gets over. And I was over the moon for that match. And you know what? Like, Kenny Omega lost the match.
Yeah.
But he still felt like he outshone Okada.
Yeah.
You know, that's a nice thing too. Is that let's see WWE make a guy lose and come out in somehow a better position than the guy who wins. Can't do it.
No. The funny thing is about that is that I liked the way they kind of constructed it because a lot of the match was Okada taking like nasty bumps, but it was always Okada delivering finishing moves, and Omega kept trying to go for the same move. And he could never quite get it. And Okada just kept doing his finisher over and over and over again until eventually he won. Like, normally, wrestling psychology would dictate one guy would do it, the next guy would do his finisher, then the previous guy would do his finisher, win. But Okada just kept doing his finisher over and over again. Omega kept trying to do his finisher. It
felt like a boss battle.
Yeah. For sure, yeah. Because he just couldn't. You were thinking like once Omega hits that fucking finish, he's gonna win it. Because that's, you know, as a even as like an in-tuned wrestling fan, you just understand the flow of the match. You think as soon as Omega gets his thing in, that's it. That's got to be it. But they kept kind of just smashing that kind of preconception of like a wrestling fan would have, that it has to go back forth, back forth, back forth. And instead just tease the finisher. Then the other guy just keeps hitting his finisher over and over again and gets the win. It's
one thing I noticed was that there was not one spot. Like, they did a good job of setting it up through the match. There wasn't one spot that they were attempting that I didn't think they were not going to do.
Yeah.
You know, like the dragon suplex. I'm like, oh, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
They fucking did it.
They fucking did it.
All right,
For
so
sure.
he's not going to jump over the barricade. He does an acai or springboard, like moonsault over the barricade.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Okay, so basically any spot that they are going to attempt, they're going to do. Because this guy's trying to kill this fucking guy. When he would try to do the one-winged angel off the apron, I thought he was going to do it. I thought he was going to kill Okada. Yeah. I thought that was it. And he didn't do it. Thank God.
Yeah.
But in the WWE, there's so many spots. And again, it goes back to this idea that it's not, like, it's not real because they set up these ridiculous spots that you know they're not going to do, or you see them botch it so badly, like it doesn't. There's too many holes in it for it to make sense. Like they'll set up a table at the start of the match, way off at the other side of the arena for no apparent reason, and then somehow they get over there and use it. But it just doesn't make any sense. You know, there was nothing that didn't feel organic in this match. It didn't seem like anything was set up. It didn't seem like anything was called. It felt like a fight. Like this stuff was just happening on the fly.
Yeah.
So thanks, Kenny and Okada.
Yeah.
Bice.
Thank you. Thank you for the wrestling. The songs we're singing. It's an amazing match. What can I say? It's one of the best matches I've ever seen. For sure. Easy. There's some good matches I've seen. Yeah, I thought that some of the NXT shit I'd seen over the past few years was some next level shit, but that almost blew that completely out of the water.
Oh man, I don't think we're gonna see another match. I don't think I can enjoy another match. It's all gonna be compared to that now.
Yeah,
like some god level shit.
Yeah.
6 stars. They don't even have that many stars to give. Like, that's
they invented a
come
new
on.
fucking review scheme just to award them. We're gonna give this 6 out of 5. That's not even possible. Yeah, it just deserves
we'll just
it.
take
Sorry.
one from the next match.
Yeah.
We'll take one from one of their matches.
Yeah. Gotta pay the piper. That's it. Dick in the ass. All right. So that's enough of a love-in over the Omega Okada match. If anyone hasn't seen it, they should. You just should. It's just a fucking great match. And then give up wrestling